Hello, Craig Birch here for Tungsten Tales. It's another Monday with plenty of darts news to talk about, having took place over the past few days in both the PDC and the BDO darts organisations, and plenty to look forward to over the next weekend or so as well. So let's just talk about all the major talking points. There has been a lot of darts played over the past few days as well, so I'll fire into that. We started with the Premier League in Newcastle the other night, more controversy as well. Peter Wright issuing an apology after his defeat to Rob Cross, saying that he did in fact shake Rob Cross's hand at the end of that. He mentioned that on Twitter, but there were certain things he wasn't happy with. He didn't really allude too further into his tweet about what it actually was that knocked him so badly that there was a little bit of friction between him and Rob Cross, but it always seems to be forgotten about now. And the big story from the game really was Rob Cross. He's first maiden Premier League win. He really badly needed that victory as well. Came against a really good player in Peter Wright. And Rob Cross looks like he's back. He's starting to play like a world champion once again. And it's certainly looking good for him going forward from here. On the night as well, I mean, who could forget MVG and Gary Anderson? Michael van Gerwen versus Gary Anderson on some real tense stuff as well. I mean, it looked at one point Van Gerwen was going to hit the 9-dart finish. Wild in the end, Wild 7th dart in the end prevented him from doing that. Anderson follows through the 170 finish. I mean, that was sort of top qualities I should expect from these two guys. And another great edition of the Premier League, and they go to Berlin on Thursday. Over the weekend as well, we had the European Tour qualifiers for the first and second events, both of those in Germany. Among the qualifiers that qualified for both tournaments on Friday. It was a weekend of darts at the Barnsley Metro Dome in the Players' Championship on Saturday and Sunday. Adrian Lewis and James Wade, they're among the guys that qualify for both European Tour events. A good chance for them to get back into the ranking with good performances in Germany when that rolls around as well. And the Players' Championship followed at the Barnsley Metro Dome on Saturday and Sunday. Michael van Gerwen, an absolute fire as well, plays the first two Players' Championship events of the year. He's #1 on the order of merits in pretty much everything. And yeah, really, I mean, a fantastic double with PDC ranking titles 101, 102 now. On Saturday, James Wade got to the final to play MVG as well. James really needs to pull something out of the bag. He's missed the Premier League this year, but he seems to be coming back into form a little bit. Got to the final. MVG was too much for him, 6-4, and a second ranking final already since coming through Q School in January for Corey Cadby. He lost 6-1 to Michael van Gerwen in the final as well. Also over the weekend as well, the BDO Scottish Open was played. Richard Veenstra is the new Scottish Open men's singles champion after Cameron Menzies last year. He beat Gary Robson, the old campaigner, 6-3 in the final as well. Also William Manges and Wouter Wies won the men's pairs as well, which was notable for Glenn Durant and Mark McGeaney, the BDO #1 and 2. Durant, the world champion, they were eliminated on the way there as well. So some fantastic pairs to be had there, but it was William Madliners and Wouter Wies that came out on top of that one as well. And the ladies pairs champions of the Scottish Open this year are Maria O'Brien and Disa Hedman as well. We now look forward to the PDC Premier League again, going overseas this Thursday night as well, off to Berlin, and some interesting ties again. Michael Smith versus Simon Whitlock is going to be a good game, you would have thought as well. Smith's played well so far this year as well. Simon Whitlock, 100% record for him, 3 wins from 3 in the Premier League so far. Wouldn't really predicted that. There's a lot of criticism of Simon Whitlock's being chosen for this year's Premier League, but he's top of the pile. He's there on merit at the moment. He's certainly making a mockery of anybody that suggested he didn't really belong in the Premier League this year. Gerwin Price versus Menza Sulovic as well. Lots of ups and downs for those two guys so far, and it almost seems nailed on for a draw, but certainly one of those guys could really use a win in Berlin this week if they are to breathe life into their Premier League campaigns as well. Rob Cross now has Raymond van Barneveld, and if Rob plays as he has done really, Barney's been a bit up and down as well. Rob could certainly pick up that second Premier League win, and he's been in real good form. He's starting to play like a world champion again, and it's a watch out to everybody else, I guess, as well, isn't it? And we also have Peter Wright, Gary Anderson as well. That could be another fantastic game for us to look forward to in the Premier League as well on Thursday. Obviously MVG is going to be a part of that as well. Plenty more to talk about. It's just the Premier League this week, and then we're going to be looking forward to the UK Open finals and so on. All the qualifiers are now decided for the UK Open finals, first weekend of March at Butlins in Minehead. We had 2 here yesterday as well, so they're all sorted now, and now we just look forward to the UK Open finals and the Premier League in Berlin on Thursday. I'm Craig Birch, and we'll see you next Monday back here at Tungsten Tales.